Greetings, shalom. I'm the Mad Trucker, and because I didn't do a morning drive live this rising, I'm doing one right now. So if you were waiting at 6 a.m. for the Mad Trucker to appear and he didn't appear, that's why. As a matter of fact, I'm handling family business and I'm doing that as I speak. So if you've joined and you saw the post, the topic for today is problematic white women. Problematic white women. The example was a picture of a profile on TikTok where there's one that is self-proclaimed problematic white girl. And that's going to be the topic until I get to where I'm going or there's no interest in participation. This live is welcome to all who want to attend, regardless of your skin tone, sexual orientation, politics, religion. The only thing that's required if you want to participate in this live is that you first read my channel description on YouTube. And if it's something that you're still interested in, then come back and greet everyone peacefully in the comments section according to your customs, your culture, and your ways. You can make a statement or ask a question. The definition of a conversation for the purposes of this live shall not deviate, and that definition is as follows. The conversations are truthful and honest questions and answers, use logic to come up with solutions, because I found it in my experience on being on this planet. Arguments, debates, wars are all synonymous with leaving problems in their wake. They usually leave more problems than they set out to solve. And Hashem Yahweh, our Father's peace and blessings be upon you. Angelic Discipline, thank you for joining me for this special edition of the live. I missed this rising because I'm handling family business, other business, and could not come on at the scheduled time. But that is the topic. What is our topic for today is number one, questions and answers, right? Here's the problematic white girl. And why is a problematic white girl? Or what is the definition? What is your definition of that? And is it problematic for a righteous community? For anybody that claims to be righteous, can you claim to be a problematic white girl and still be righteous? Still claim that you're striving for a righteous standard. You hold yourself to a righteous standard that applies to everybody, regardless. And that's the topic for this special live, the special edition of the live. I'm currently on my way to a barber because my son, he has free will. He decided that he wanted to go ahead and get his hair trimmed today. And I'm taking him to a barber to do just that. But that's neither here nor there. That's not dealing with the topic. Problematic white girls. Okay, let's define it. Let's look into the semantics of that sentence. Problematic. What does it mean to be problematic? It can simply be summed up as somebody who says, I want problems, always. Not to solve the problems, but to create bigger problems. That's problematic. Somebody that creates problems is defined as problematic. Okay, white. Okay, when you say white, what is your definition of white? If you're going by, and Shalom Aiden, thank you for joining. And Angelic chimes in and says, if the person is problematic to a problematic society, that's kingdom sense. It's kingdom sense. And that comes standard with common sense if you've never heard that term kingdom sense before. Kingdom sense refers to people that think, that have the mindset to think kingdom-minded. And that kingdom is a righteous kingdom. It's not just any kingdom. It's a kingdom that holds its citizens to a righteous standard. And holds itself to that same standard. It's not hypocritical by any means, shape, form, or fashion. It is righteous. It is righteous. And that makes sense. And Shalom, Peter the Baylor. Thank you for joining this rising. If you do not know the topic, or if you're unaware of how the format goes, just rewind this live to the beginning and listen to the intro. And you're more than welcome to participate. However, participation is not required. Likes are not required. Subs are not required. The only thing that I require respectfully is that you, the viewer, regardless of the delivery of any of my content on social media, research the topic for yourself. But first, step outside of your ego, which is flushing out your headgear, realizing that the topic ain't just about you. It doesn't just affect you. It affects a group of people that you may or may not identify with. And then letting everything that I'm bringing to the forefront stick to your gray matter after you research it. In other words, don't just believe it because you like me or because you believe that I'm telling the truth. But look into it for yourself, for your own self, for your own salvation, and choose your slots. Pick your slots. And don't play hopscotch with them, because you can only go one way. What path are you clearing the way for? And B3, I see what's happening with you. And what you can do is just leave. Okay? You can leave. All right? Because if it's beneath you to greet people peacefully before you get the trolling in my comment section, this live is not for you, and you do not have the gray matter. You don't have the intellectual integrity to participate and have a conversation. Okay? Now, what you can do is you can sit in the corner until you learn some manners. Okay? You can sit in the corner and you can do your little spells that don't work on people that have character, by the way, because you have no authority. Not here. You can run your phalanges in your own live. Do a live, if you wish, B3, that deals with witches and spells and what you want legalized, making up the law as you go along. See, the law I'm talking about is not a law that you make up as you go along. It's not. It's a law. It is a standard that was written in stone from creation that anybody can tap into, but few people do. Few people too, tap into that. Few people seek that narrow road to trek down that narrow road. Okay, and you have free will to pick your slots there, B3, but you don't have the right to promote that propaganda in a live where we're trying to have truthful and honest conversations using logic, come up with solutions to problems. And what you did was very problematic. And it goes with the subject. Maybe I should have let his words stand. I think that would have been good as an example of someone who's afflicted with SBS because they can't see anything outside of their little bubble. And they think that the world is all about them and only them. And they feel like they have the authority to tell others what to do. Because I'm the mad trucker. I don't tell grown people what to do. I don't. I tell children what to do. And I don't care whose child it is. And Shalom, Sabatino, Before I think you were here before. Shalom, welcome back. And what does that mean? What does what mean? Because this is about conversations, right? You asked a question. And in order for me to give you a logical answer, you have to clarify on what you asking. What does what mean? Respectfully. Sabatino ran for. What does what mean? What does yeah mean? I gotta turn left where now?
Across from Subway.
Okay. What does what mean? Shalom. Yeah, shalom. Peace be unto you as well. I appreciate you joining. Shalom means peace be unto you. That's what that means. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you for asking. Right here. Right there.
Yeah.
I appreciate you asking and being respectful, and you're more than welcome to stay and participate because, you followed the format. You spoke to everybody peacefully. And come in peace, leave in peace. Whether you agree, disagree, whether you like or dislike, just research it for yourself and come in peace and leave in peace. Wrestle with the principality of the topic. Wrestle with the origin of the topic, okay? And I see now that there are no more participants in the live. And I've gotten to where I'm going with my son here. If you want to say hi, you can, but you don't have to. I really prefer you not be on camera, because I talk about a lot of things that people don't like, son. And I teach you these things, like the whole Christopher Columbus thing that they're talking about now. You know what they're going to teach your little sister when she goes to school? That Christopher Columbus wasn't a bad guy. And I'm going to ask you, as an 11-year-old boy, right? And I'm going to ask you, and you all can hear my son. If you can't, just let me know. Well, you don't have to be on camera if you don't want to be. But just hold on. Mama gonna go check that stuff out. Okay, I'm gonna ask my son. There's a cartoon they have out now that's making Christopher Columbus out to be a good person, because during his time, slavery was okay, right? And it's better to be a slave than to be killed. Do you believe that, son? It's better to be a slave than be killed? Speak up so they can hear. No. Why is that? Because if you're a slave, you might as well be unalive, right? Yeah. Because you're not what? I got it. Because you're not free. Now, if an 11-year-old can use critical thought, come to that conclusion, why is it that adults play like they can? Because they play like they don't understand now, when they really do. It's an agenda they want to push on our children to keep promoting half-truths and well-dressed lies, so they can feel like, they can feel warm and comfortable with that lie that they hug up to at night. That, they can do whatever atrocity to another human being. And it's okay. Sprinkle it with some Jesus juice and some unbaked holy toast. That makes it okay. When it don't. And on that note, I want to say thank you for joining me this evening for the afternoon drive live. I want to say shalom to Sabatino Rayford. I want to say shalom, peace be upon you, to Angelic Discipline, to who else joined us this rising, to the trolls that came in, providing evidence that SBS is a real syndrome and it is in epidemic proportions here in America. I want to say thank you to those trolls. May the Most High bless and keep each and every one of you. May his countenance be gracious unto each and every one of you. May the Most High smile upon each and every one of you and give you shalom. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to take it from somebody else to get some. Because if you take it from somebody else, that's theft. It's a lower frequency, don't you? Think. Hope that didn't slide off. Thank you for watching. I'm the Mad Trucker. Shalom. Let's go see how much this cut gonna cost.